that Ethiopia, Liberia had gotten himself into. What am I simply trying to say? Marcus Garvey showed us that it was really possible that if Africans work together, we do not need the World Bank. That money was being generated by Africans in the diaspora to give support to Liberia when Liberia was heavily indebted. So we don't need to abandon 3.5 billion Africans and then we are going to a World Bank which does not have value, only have printed papers. We need to change this idea of running Africa with the suggestions and the systems laid by the UN. UN was built in 1945 when Africa was not reborn. The DNA of the West in Africa is democracy. If you take out democracy, you have solved the problem of Africa. I'm telling you the simple truth. We have seen in history where the Africans in the diaspora have fought so hard than ever before to return back to Africa. And that was abolished. That was prevented. All those leaders, whether it's Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Marcus Garvey, all of them were assassinated by the same FBI, by the same CIA, just to make sure that the Africans do not come together. Africans need to go back to their genealogy. The first thing the imperialists did in Africa is separating Africans from Africans. That simply means that a house which is divided against itself cannot stand. Sure. Many Africans say that it was religion, Christianity, that has enslaved Africa. It is not true. Whatever a man uses in deceiving you, there's a degree of truth in that thing. Else, it's impossible for him to deceive you. Those who deceive the world are those who know the truth and have refused to free those who are living in ignorance. And they decide to do it that way so that they can control those who do not have insight or knowledge. So if they use the gospel in deceiving the African people, that simply means there's a degree of truth in that gospel. It means that if you have the same thing he used in deceiving you, you become free. If a man takes a gun and points at you, it means there's a degree of truth in that gun that makes you fear. If you hold that same gun, you and that man becomes equal. So whatever was used in chaining a man down or deceiving a man or sending a man into bondage, even in prostitution, women go to do prostitution because they want money. But if you give them money, they will not do prostitution anymore. So whatever sends you into captivity, once you get the same thing, you become free. So the gospel or the Christianity is not what enslaved Africa. When a man uses something illegally or in an evil way, it becomes the man's problem and not the thing that was used. This is very important for Africans to understand. Today in the world, we are led by the United Nations. The United Nations are not made up of pastors. These are politicians who have used biblical principles in subjecting the people under control. And we need to understand these things. So the first thing they did was separating Africans from Africans. What Abiy Ahmed is doing right now is bringing Africans with Africans together in order for him to get the power and the free and the liberty to lead Ethiopia. These are the principles that I am expecting the African leaders to begin to apply if they are ever going to survive. I am telling you of 3.5 billion Africans with a war set in the middle. 1.2 billion Africans are suffering in Africa, forgetting to understand that all they need is an alliance. Why